Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Allie Lowndes and I make motherhood, lifestyle, and travel content here on my YouTube channel. I also have a blog, cityandgrace.com, where I share more of the same in a little bit different detail and different stories. You can also follow me on Instagram at Alicia Lynn Lowndes. All of that will be in the description bar down below. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel by hitting the subscribe button, and also make sure your bell notifications are turned on so you don't miss any of my uploads. I'm really excited because today we're kicking off a new mini series here on my channel on how I organize my home. My husband Jeff and I live in Los Angeles. We rent the top floor of a beautiful duplex, and we have all the space that we need right now, but it is a little bit smaller than maybe your average home. So I thought this would be a great way to not only share with you how we've curated and decorated our home, but also share with you some organizational tips and tricks which are budget friendly, and just kind of take you on a tour of our home and how we organize things. So today we are kicking off this mini series by showing you probably what everyone's maybe most interested in seeing, which is how I organize my jewelry, my clothing, my accessories, and my shoes. So I'm just going to take you through kind of piece by piece as we go around our home and show you how I organize things. So right now we are at our dresser. Welcome. And the top of my dresser is where I store sort of my everyday jewelry pieces on this beautiful tray. So I bought this really beautiful tray at Home Goods, which is one of my favorite places to shop for everything. And basically what I keep here are things that I, one, love to see every day, and two, kind of utilize every day. So starting off with this beautiful Waterford crystal ring holder. This was a gift from my parents' small group for my wedding actually, and this is where I keep my everyday rings. I also keep the stud earrings that I wear the most here. This little Tiffany pouch is where I place my Tiffany key necklace. At the end of the day, I love seeing this little pouch, and it's just a great soft spot for that necklace. I also have a bracelet here, and then I'll keep my everyday Alex and Annie and Pandora bracelets right here as well. I also have just a special pair of earrings that I love from my friend By Victoria's shop. I will link her Etsy shop down below. I also have a pair of costume earrings that were my Nana's. As you can see here by some of the old family photographs that I have, I love having photographs of the women in my family. I think that they're all so glamorous, and I love having them out here on this sort of vanity tray. And then additionally, I have just a couple of perfumes out. I don't have a lot of perfumes, but I leave those out as well. And then I just hang my pearl necklaces here on this old trunk bag. Also, organizational tip, this trunk bag is functional and it holds more old family photos. So I love that it's safe, and it also functions as a decor piece. So this is what I keep kind of out always on the dresser. So next I'm going to take you inside my side of the dresser. Jeff and I just share this one long dresser in terms of drawer storage. So I have half. You'll be happy to know I only take up half. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I organize these dresser drawers. So in these top two smaller drawers, I just keep underwear and socks folded, and I keep them in these really great bins from IKEA, which is also where this dresser is from. So these bins fit nice and snug in there. I used to just have a ton of socks in here, and ended up working out to kind of pare down the collection, keep it all concise in here, and fold the socks kind of in half this way. And then what's also great is it left this gap where I could just throw these little footy ones, because I don't know about you, but these little footy guys are really hard to organize. So this works perfect and takes up the least amount of room. And then in this drawer, I have my bras. And I use one of these bins. This is from Bed Bath & Beyond, which works great, especially when you're putting your undergarments away. It's great to just pull out one of these bins, set it on your bed when you're folding laundry, fill it up, and then you can just fill up or put this back into the drawer. It just makes organization easy to have a bin inside the drawer to take out, fill up, and put back in. That way you're not trying to get things from the back and they're not getting shoved in different places in the drawer. This just helps with that. And then same thing with that little gap in the front. I just keep my little Spanx shorts there. Oh, and then if you're wondering, this is that fashion tape, so I just keep that in there as well. In this drawer, I have my t-shirts, my kind of tees, knit tees, Marie Kondo style, so folded like files, which is super helpful. I'm sure you guys have seen that if you're on the internet. It's just so much easier to see things and be able to grab and go. I used to keep my t-shirts in a cube, but I prefer them in the drawer so much better. So I've just got all my short sleeve tees up until about here, and then we transition to long sleeve tees. Here I keep my maternity specific tees just kind of in this little area here. It's just nice to kind of separate them out so I know where those are. And then in this back corner, so these aren't necessarily stacked KonMari style, but these are my turtlenecks. So obviously not going to be reaching for those for a while, but I'm sure as that collection grows, I'll eventually flip it so it looks like the tees. But I love this drawer. It's so easy to see everything. And it also makes me excited because clearly there's room to grow. And then in this last drawer is where I keep my pajamas and swimwear and beachwear. So this is still kind of messy, but it's mostly like tops and bottoms just kind of folded and collected here. And then I have another one of these bins, which is great because it keeps my bathing suits and cover-ups separate from everything else. So I just have those in here. This was a fun bachelorette tank top. And I just got my beach cover-up and all of my swimsuits in there. So again, can't recommend bins enough to keep things separate in drawers. Before, everything was just kind of hodgepodge together, and it's just so nice to know it's all in one place. Plus then, if you're going through your clothes, you can just pull out different bins and go through them that way. And again, this set of bins, these really pretty black and white toile bins, were from IKEA, and they came in a set. So next, I'm going to take you guys over to this piece, which is something that I have a lot of pride and joy in, which is my beautiful Haworth Jewelry Armoire. This is from the Haworth collection at Pier 1, but I actually thrifted this piece. So another organizational tip, if there's something that you're wanting to invest in to organize things, especially something like a jewelry armoire, I suggest looking at OfferUp or secondhand stores or thrift stores or even online thrift stores, because you can often find these really beautiful hard-wearing pieces for a lot less than what the retail stores would charge. For example, I think this full retail is $400, which is a lot more than I would pay, and I managed to find a girl selling hers on OfferUp or Craigslist for $150. And as beautiful as this is, sometimes that retail markup is not significant of the value. As much as I love this armoire and it has been with us and moved with us many times and lasted through many seasons, you know, it still has a little bit of the wobbles, so I would not have paid $400 for it, but it works perfect to house my jewelry. Growing up, my mom always had a wooden jewelry armoire, and so this is just something that I've come to treasure. I don't like to say I really collect anything, but if I did, it would probably be jewelry, and you'll see in a minute why. Starting off, I keep this Tiffany & Company box on top. This was actually from another wedding gift, but I use this to keep my hair barrettes in. So in here, I just have all of my pearl barrettes, pearl clips. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these. These got really popular in the last year or so. So this is just where I keep those. Easy to reach, and yeah, it's just a nice little decor piece. So I love using and repurposing gift boxes like this for storage, especially for jewelry and accessories, because not only are they beautiful and functional, but I didn't pay anything extra for it. Okay. Now this jewelry armoire is great because it has this top section that opens. up to a mirror. You might see I catch my husband in there. So this is where I keep rings and brooches. So I have a lot of kind of family heirloom costume jewelry, which you'll see as a theme throughout. I inherited a lot of the beautiful costume pieces from my Nana and my Nini and my mom. So for example, this really cool rose ring was my Nana's, and this really cool gold ring was my Nini's. I also have some really cool brooches that were theirs, like this beautiful pearl clip one. And then my Nana actually used to sell Alexandra DeMarkov at Saks, and so I have her name tag, which I think is just really special. So I keep those things here. And then again, if you look in here, you can see I have repurposed gift boxes to organize the jewelry. This was a kind of an odd shape to try to fit a tray in, so these work great. They're beautiful, they're functional, they're very inexpensive, and you probably have some lying around in your gift wrap drawer. This, again, was actually an ornament gift box, but I put kind of my special larger stud earrings in here because it's nice and soft. Some of these are also heirloom, like these really cool, beautiful shell ones, which were my Nini's. So those were in there. And then in this box, I have some of the more statement ones from weddings. So all of the pretty diamante and rhinestone ones. And then this is also just where I keep kind of the smaller dangly earrings and statement earrings that, like I said, are a little bit smaller and can be housed in these smaller boxes along with some of the stud earrings. Now I'm going to take you inside of the armoire, which opens up like this. So on either side, as you can see, this is where I store my long hanging necklaces. Most of these are costume necklaces, not necessarily fine chain necklaces. On this side is where I've kept the gold and pearl necklaces. It's helpful to kind of break them up by either theme or color, just to make it easier when you're accessorizing an outfit. So I keep all the gold ones here. Again, this is a mixture of my jewelry and some heirloom jewelry that I've received from family. One of my favorite pieces, this belonged to my Nana. This is actually a compact, but it looks like this really cool, beautiful pocket watch necklace. It's a pendant necklace, but if you open it up, it reveals, it's an actual compact. So I don't use it anymore, of course, but I love the idea that my Nana did. So that's in there. I have some really fun pearl pieces and then some statement necklaces that my mom's gotten me over the years that I love. Some different size pearls. This is a bauble bar piece that Jeff actually got for me a few years ago. So I love seeing them on display here. And then on the other side, I keep the silver and more cool toned necklaces. So in a similar fashion, most of these are long chain or long pendant necklaces, not really fine necklaces. I don't have a lot of those, but I keep those somewhere separate. And some of my favorite pieces here, this reminds me very much of like a Van Cleef and Arpels design, if you're familiar with that jeweler. This is another very cool piece that was my Nana's. I wear this a lot in the winter. It's really cool chain pendant necklace. And then I also have some fun turquoise pieces here. This actually was a necklace I got when I studied abroad in London from Primark, if you're familiar with that store, and I still love it and wear it to this day. So you can see a lot of blues, turquoise, and silver on this side. Next we get to the drawer section of the armoire. So these top true drawers are where I keep my statement earrings. So in this top one is where I keep all of my bright, colorful statement earrings. These are some of my favorite ones to collect. A lot of these are Sugar Fix for Bauble Bar, or Sugar Fix by Bauble Bar for Target. I have some really cool Kendra Scott pieces in here, like these turquoise and pearlescent ones. it's just a mix, but it's fun because I can remember times in my life where I got these different pieces, and it's just fun to go back and look at them all. These little fun little straw ones were a gift from my friend Jordan, for example. These I got on vacation in Oregon with my family. I do have some heirloom ones in here as well, like these really cool green ones that were my Nana's. So really fun. This is a really fun drawer to go into, especially going into spring and summer, like these fun little pom-pom ones, which are Sugar Fix by Bauble Bar. In the next drawer is where I have kind of the more neutral statement earrings. So this is where I have gold, pearl, silver, and black. A lot of these are actually heirloom pieces that were my Nana's, like these pearl ones, these really cool Roman disc ones. These ones are some of my favorites to wear as well. And then we transition into some of the white and pearl earrings. And then I have a lot of the tassel earrings that got really popular. And a tip I have for storing these tassel earrings, if you feel like the fringe is kind of going in and out, is to wrap them with a hair tie, and then that'll help the fringe stay nice and neat. And then in this larger, kind of deeper drawer is where I keep all of my bracelets and bangles and pearl bracelets, and then I also have a couple of watches in here. So I have some like really fun pieces, like my mother-in-law got me this really cool dangly, like almost gold metal fringe one from Bauble Bar. I have some pearl bracelets. I believe these are, is it 1978 or 1988 collection there. I also keep some of my special keepsake bangles, like this one that has mine and Jeff's initials on it. And then I even have my beautiful First Communion rosary bracelet that I keep in here as well. So this has plenty of vertical space to store and stack all of those. In this next drawer is where I keep those fine necklaces that I was talking about earlier. I find that laying these horizontally and separately is a lot better way than trying to hang them on the necklace holders, because they would get tangled in the larger pieces. So this way they're laid flat, I can see them all clearly, and they're safe and untangled. And then again, in this little gift box, I just have some rollerball perfumes and extra lip products. And then in this very last deep drawer here is where I keep my different watch parts and extra straps, my sunglasses and sunglass cases, many of which are out. Since we live in Los Angeles, they usually live out on the entrance table, but this is where they are stored. The reason why I loved and wanted a jewelry armoire was because I wanted somewhere safe to store my very precious heirloom and keepsake jewelry, which is what is in this drawer here. So I have travel bags for my jewelry as well as my silver cleaning cloths in here. But I also have things like my rosary, my baby ring. I have different boxes of brooches and special keepsake necklaces. I also have some very precious statement earrings that belong to my Nana that I keep in here. I mean, look at how amazing those are. I love wearing those for New Year's. And then I also keep in here charms, other really delicate pieces, as well as my headpiece from my wedding, which I got at the Jewelry District in downtown Los Angeles. I keep those in here. Again, kind of more just special keepsake pieces are in there. This way they're protected and they're safe, and they're not jumbled up in my more everyday costume pieces, but they can be stored here and stay dust free and have all of the kind of padding and boxes that they need. And then last but not least, in this final big mirror drawer is where I keep all of my hair accessories. So I've talked about these before. My pearl headbands are stored in here. I also have Okay, this is funny, sorry. This bottle of vodka is from the gift when my cousin asked me to be a bridesmaid, and we're saving them for her wedding, so that's why that's in here. I also have all of my hair ties and like ribbons for when I have ponytails, scrunchies, and then I also have a pair of Mickey ears that I need to fix, but those I also store in here. My friend Molly makes these, so I will link her shop down below if you're interested. But those all get stored safely in here, and they're with the jewelry, so I can get all of my accessorizing done in one place. Well, this part of the organizational video definitely took me a lot longer than I thought, so I'm actually gonna say goodbye to you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my kind of vanity dresser top, dresser drawers, and my jewelry armoire. Please leave your organizational tips for your drawers and your jewelry in the comment section below so we can all kind of swap ideas. I hope that you had something to take away from this, and this encourages you to organize and beautify your space, whatever that may look like. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.